On September 26, 2024, Hurricane Helene roared ashore in the Big Bend area of Florida, packing 140-mile-an-hour winds and dropping an extensive amount of rain. Its next target was western North Carolina, and the result was flooding that has not been seen in several hundred years. We had planned to camp outside of Asheville last October. Obviously, that didn't happen. The campground where we were planning to stay was completely wiped away by the Shenandoah River, but we are on our way there this morning and hope to share the rest of our trip. Well, we have stopped at a rest area just inside North Carolina, and this is a real pretty rest area. So the leaves are changing colors, and we're gonna get in the camper and have a sandwich. My amazing wife is making us lunch. Well, we have just arrived at the Asheville East KOA, and we are already hooked up and set up. We're right by the road. There's quite a bit of road noise here, but I think at night it'll actually be like white noise. It'll actually help us sleep. But look at this. In a beautiful spot right on the Shenandoah River. Of course, this river is the one that came out of its banks a year ago after Hurricane Helene and did a lot of damage. This park has been closed ever since. I think they reopened on Labor Day, so they were closed for a good 9 or 10 months. It's really hard to look at this serene body of water and think about 26 feet of additional water height and the force that it had that took homes and businesses off their foundation and totally washed them away. So we were out this morning looking for a soup pot because we forgot to bring one, and it's chilly weather and we're going to have chili for dinner. So we don't have anything to cook it in. We found this nice Christian bookstore, and we're going to go see if we can find a bargain. We made a beeline for the housewares department, but unfortunately didn't see what we were looking for. So while Tracy browsed through the store, I went to the back where the donations come in, and a very nice lady dug through a bunch of stuff and actually found us a really nice stainless steel pot, and I think we paid about $2 for it. One of the most devastated areas in Asheville was the River Arts District, and that traffic circle is probably 600 feet from the French Broad River and down a very steep incline. The water came all the way up and stopped just before that traffic circle. We are actually in the building that you see there in the photo, the one with the yellow arrow. We're on the second floor of this building because the downstairs is still under extensive repair. Tracy is heavily into ceramics and pottery, and we found this whole street of galleries. Now, this was just past the traffic circle you saw earlier, so none of these buildings were inundated with water. This particular building was filled with displays from a variety of artists, some of whom were actually there working.
And they're the cutest, aren't they? So you just... So say I'm gonna... Whoop. Might play a scenery.
When did you throw this?
I threw them the other day. I had to cover them because I couldn't get back to them. I trimmed them yesterday.
Yeah.
So I
This
just
particular
kinda
artist spent about 20
figure
minutes
out
instructing Tracy
it's
on a
gonna
particular
go.
technique that she wants to try.
And I just wing it. I am
winging
not
stuff.
a precise potter. So I just kind of get on there.
Tracy and I really enjoyed walking through these different galleries. The creativity of some of these artists was really over the top. And of course, Tracy gets some ideas of things she wants to try when she gets back in her studio.
And we've found a place to eat and drink and be merry.
This brewery didn't offer food, but they did have menus on the table from the Gray Eagle Taqueria, which was about a block away. So we ordered online and we made a little note where we were at, and they delivered the food right to our table.
Yeah, open it up. Let's see what it is. We got chips too. All right.
This was a glass blowing shop, and they had an adjacent gallery with their work. We walked down to the shores of the French Broad River, and this particular river crested at 24 feet above the level you see here. On the way back to the campground, we jumped up on the Blue Ridge Parkway and traveled a short distance to the Folk Arts Center. This is quite famous, and it features the artwork of craftsmen and artists from around the western North Carolina area. We got up early the next day and traveled to the little mountain town of Marshall, North Carolina, where we're going to visit Smoky Mountain trail rides and ride some horses through the mountains. This is the French Broad River downriver from Asheville, and as you can see, it flows right next to downtown Marshall. And unfortunately, the sites of the devastating flood were everywhere. But thankfully, the sounds of a new beginning were all around us. Smoky Mountain Trail Rides is just a short drive from Marshall. Just turn left at the sign and follow this long, winding gravel road to the stables.
I thought for sure you would have like 2, 3. You got that, didn't you? Oh, he got it on camera.
Hey Jack, smile. Here you go. Look, you're gonna be on the video.
Once I get you loaded up, I'll put you guys in line. I'll grab my horse and
Yeah, that's cool. Isn't that neat?
Take a picture of it. Can you or not?
I have to tell you, the terrain here was no
Good
joke.
horse. All right.
These horses weren't very fast, but they were sure-footed. We went down hills, up hills, across creeks, and in some places we were literally inches away from a very steep drop-off. I have to give Tracy credit. She normally is afraid of heights and doesn't like anything that even remotely hints at a steep drop-off, but she really seemed to enjoy the ride. These horses really look forward to the end of the ride because they all get treats from the people that rode them.
You want some? Did you like it?
Wait, little features.
Which one's mine?
You were on
Jack.
Jack, he's over here.
This last one?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Is that good? You like that, don't you?
So she had to.
The main reason we chose October to come to Western North Carolina was to see the beautiful fall colors up in the mountains. We're headed to Craggy Gardens on a very chilly morning. In fact, some of the puddles along the path we walked were frozen solid.
To a high mountain road down them.
It's an easy hike from the parking lot up to the top of the mountain, and once you get there you just get some spectacular views.
Is that a trap?
URP.com.
Okay.
After spending the morning exploring the Blue Ridge Parkway, we traveled to Black Mountain, where we met up with my old ham radio buddy Marshall and his wife Chris, and we had lunch at the Trailhead restaurant before we walked around and checked out some of the cute little shops. Well, folks, contrary to that little sign, it is time to head home. And we'll be heading out tomorrow morning, but we do make a stop along the way at Heard It Here Farms in Cottageville, South Carolina. So if you want to see that, just click on the link above.